Okay, can you state your name and where you're from?
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Murphy, and I'm from Ireland, although I used to live in New Jersey.
Oh, exciting. What do you think of the meeting so far?
Well, I think it's very interesting. I mean, I think that the open space format really challenges all of us to be a very active participant. You know, it's not the kind of conference where you can sort of drop out, you know. Not that I do that. But, and I think it challenges us to take ownership of it, you know, in a way that when you attend conferences where there's a lot of lectures and talking heads, you don't get to sort of be the creator of what's happening. And I think that that's very exciting here. And I think that if you only need to sort of look around at the energy and the buzz that's happening here to realize that even in a short period of time, I think it's really working. I mean, we've just only completed one session, and now we're on the second session, and I think that people are really wholeheartedly engaged in a way, and their energy is very alive, you know, and you don't always get that at conferences, so I think that's very good.
Great. Why did you come to this event, and what do you hope to gain?
Well, I came in early from Ireland so that I could attend, right? Because I think that even though we throw around buzzwords like sustainability and innovation and we throw them around, do we really understand what they mean? Where the rubber hits the road in an organization, you know? And I think that I work in the arts, but I think if the arts are to survive and local business and the educational sector, we need to come together and we need to talk about the things that are challenging us as a group, instead of in our own little, you know, industry sectors, and we don't normally communicate. So what I think is exciting here is that I don't know everybody here, and if this were totally an arts conference in the state of New Jersey, I would know everybody. So because I don't, I'm hearing points of view that I've never heard before, and that of course informs my work and can enable me to make changes, you know, in a way that hopefully is innovative and sustainable.
Great. Now I know you just had time to speak in your discussion group. What were some of the big ideas that you heard?
Well, we talked about, you know, what are the descriptors of creativity, right? And that was one of the things we talked about. So, you know, we talked about, I believe people are inherently creative. So I don't think that we can necessarily have to teach creativity to a human being, because I think we all are creative. But we don't think we are. And creativity is so much more than artistic capability, right? That's just one subset of creativity. I mean, creativity is, you know, can be how you get up in the morning and sort of start your day, right? It can be how you parent your child, how you care for an aging parent. It can, you know, so it's so many more things than just, you know, you might work in an arts organization and you're creative, you know. So if we really expand our view of creativity, we know that it actually encompasses every single person on the planet and every single thing we do, right? So because of that, I think also, and we thought together, that if people don't have an opportunity to express themselves, then that stunts their creativity, right? If people don't have an opportunity to be heard, then that stunts their creativity. And we need to create a new language and a common language that that gives us the tools so that we know when we're talking about creativity, and we're not being exclusive, we're being very inclusive about it. I don't know if I've answered your question.
No, you did. You did. That was great.
Yeah.
What does creativity mean to you, and why is it important?
I know, right? What does creativity mean to me, and why is it important? Well, you know, I think in order for us to be healthy, happy, well-adjusted, spiritually fit human beings, I think we need to express ourselves creatively. And I think for some of us it's being a great opera singer or a fabulous ballet dancer. For some of us it's, you know, a part-time painter on the weekends, right? For some of us it's how we teach our classes, you know, if we're a school teacher. It means something different for every single one of us. I love to write poetry, but I'm not, you know, any kind of poet, you know what I mean? But I love how I feel when I'm writing poetry. So I do it for myself. I do it in the mornings, and I do it late at night, and I do it on a day off, and I walk the fields in Ireland, and then I sit, and sometimes a poem just arrives, you know, it just comes to me. And then I feel fabulous. Like, I feel great when I'm doing that. So I want that for everybody else, you know? Like, I don't need to be a published poet, even though I was published in Ireland, which was a big dream of mine to be a published poet. But it's not about that for me. You know, I don't make my living as a poet. I do it for me because I love how I feel when I'm doing it. And that, I think, if we say to more people, find what you love doing and just do it, and then that's creative. Creativity can't help but be present in that.
Great. I walk the fields of Ireland.
Yeah.